Hi students, today I am going to explain about minimum cost spanning tree with example. I am taking this example, and first of all, what is spanning tree? Spanning tree is a subgraph of a graph. Okay, spanning tree is a subgraph of a graph. So it is defined that it is a subgraph of a graph. Right. So for this example, G is equal to, which means graph is a set of vertices and edges. We here, what are the vertices? Okay, what are the sets of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the vertices. And next, what are edges? 1 to 2 is one edge and 2 to 3 is another edge, and like that. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and so on. Okay, and so on. These are the edges. Okay, and now how you define a spanning tree for this graph? For this graph, so where S is a subgraph of G, right? S is a subgraph of G is a set of V dash comma E dash. Mathematically we can represent it. And what are the vertices will form in spanning tree? V dash is equal to V only. 6 vertices. So if you take here in graph 6 vertices, and subgraph also will have 6 vertices. And how many edges will form? Edges or vertices, number of vertices minus 1. Okay, number of vertices minus 1. And for example, if you take some examples of this graph, example vertices 1, 2, 3, 6. I am taking this example only. 3, 4, 5. This is a graph. This is an example graph. For vision representation, I am again drawing, so nothing else. Okay, this is a graph. I think now it is visible, right? So spanning tree, subgraph of how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So spanning tree is it. Subgraph means this is one subgraph, right? So how many vertices here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is one subgraph. And next, this is another subgraph. Okay. And this is another subgraph. Right? And next, this is another subgraph, which means that you can generate, so with only, so how many vertices in main graph? Those are all you can take in spanning tree, but edges are, so in spanning tree you can't form a cycle. Understand? So this is a subgraph and it is a spanning tree of your main graph. And this is a, so you, how many will generate, how many different spanning trees will generate? That is we have to find now. Understand? How many? So like this different subgraphs will form. These are all spanning tree of a graph. So I hope now you understand what is spanning tree. Then how many subgraphs or spanning tree you will generate for a main graph? So for this I am taking in this example, how many edges here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6. So how many edges will form? 5, right? So 6C5. Then how many different subgraphs will arrange? 6 for this example. Understand? 6C5 combination. 6C5 different subgraphs we will generate. That's why total, how many number of subgraphs will generate 6 C5? That is equal to 6. Okay? Right. Right. In For example, if you have a cycle in your graph, like this, right? How many cycles will form here? 1, 2. Then the formula is E, number of vertices minus 1 minus 2, where 2 is number of cycles. Okay, understand? Why? Because in our subgraphs or spanning tree, you can't form a cycle. It is not generate a cycle. Understand? Tree is not have cycle. That's why tree is not have cycle. That's why. So where the formula is number of edges. The combination C, E, C, V minus 1 minus 2. This is the formula for spanning tree. Not a spanning tree. Different subgraphs will generate. For that, how many different subgraphs will generate for a graph? For that, this is a formula. Okay? And if, for example, when weighted graph, if you take one example, right? This is a graph, weighted edges is here. Understand? So you give some examples of subgraphs, some examples. I am taking some subgraphs with weighted 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Cost of this subgraph 5 plus 3 8 plus 6 14, right? And next we'll take some other 2. This is also subgraph a graph. Subgraph is nothing but a spanning tree, no problem for that. 6. Now tell me the cost of this subgraph. 3 plus 6, 9 plus 3. Is it 3? No, 1 to 4, 4, right? Okay. So 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 3, 13. Understand? And any other, you take one example, other example. 1. So for total cost of the graph, I am calculating here is total cost of a graph. How you calculate that? So edges of cost. You add edges of cost. Understand? So total edges, addition. So it's 4 plus 6 plus 3. So total cost you will get. So 4, 3, 2. Some other. You can take any other. So this is also completed, right? So any other. 1, combination 4, 2, 3. Right. I am taking this subgraph. Right? Now cost, tell me. I am taking this subgraph. Is it? See this 1 to 4, 4, 2 to 3, 3, and 2 to 4. This is also one subgraph. So how many you can form? How many edges here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many combinations different will generate? 5, C, 4. Right? So 5 you will get. Is there any cycles? Then minus 2. Okay. Right, 2 cycles, minus 2. So you will get that answer. 5 minus 2, 3. Right. This like this with formula you can get the different subgraphs for this graph. So now tell me the cost of 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3, 9. Right? See, you observe that different cost, minimum cost, different minimum cost you will get for different subgraphs, right? Then how you will find minimal cost of a spanning tree? How you find minimum cost of a spanning tree? For this we have, so how you find, how you get minimum cost of a spanning tree? Understand? Right. For this we have two algorithms. One is Prim's algorithm. One is Prim's algorithm. And second one is Crucial's algorithm. These two we will use for. Okay. So, to find minimum cost of a spanning tree, we have two algorithms, Prim's and Crucial's algorithm. By following these two algorithms, any other, Prim's algorithm, Crucial's algorithm, both are to find minimum cost of a spanning tree. Then how? With example we'll see. Okay. I am taking one difficult example. So first algorithm is Prim's algorithm. By Prim's algorithm. Okay, first by Prim's algorithm I am going to find minimum cost of a spanning tree. Right. By Prim's algorithm. Okay. With taking one example. Okay. So I am taking one example. The example is 1, 2, with cost, okay, right? One to 6 is 10 edge cost and 28. 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 is 16 and 3 to 4 12, 4 to 7 18 and 7 to 2 14 and 6 to 5 25 and 5 to 7 24 and 5 to 4 22. Okay, I am taking this example to find minimum cost of a spanning tree with Prim's algorithm. Very simple, very simple. Just follow. Okay, right. Here, first you take minimum cost of a edge, which is minimum cost edge, right? So, which is minimum cost edge here? 10 is right? Yes. You will take that edge. 1 to 6 is 10, right? Okay. And then, which is minimum cost edge to adjacent these nodes or these vertices? Okay. Which is minimum 25, right? So, for this edge, adjacent is 1 to 2, 6 to 5, right? In this, which is minimum cost edge? 25, it is clear. Then take that. Adjacent only. So, you don't find minimum cost in Prim's algorithm, which is minimum. You just find first minimum cost edge, then the adjacent of that vertex, which is minimum cost edge. Okay, so here clearly in 28, 25, which is minimum cost edge? 25. Take that. 6 to 5 is 25. Okay, you don't take this one. Right. Next again, take which is minimum cost with this adjacent. So which is minimum? 5 to 7, 24, 5 to 4, 22. Okay, this is have three adjacents. One is 25 edge, another is 24, another is 22. So with this 24, 22, which is minimum? 22. So take that. So 5 to 4, 22. And again for 4, you have two adjacents and you have to take minimum. So 4 to 7, 18, 4 to 3 is 12, which we have to take 4 to 3. Edge is 12, right? Again you have only one, so that's why you take 2. 16, right? And next 2 to 1, no, you can get cycle, don't take that. So because in spanning tree there is no cycles will form. Okay, next don't take that. Next for 2, 14, right? Okay, is it less? And also minimum cost exists in these 16, 14, 20 and 14 is correct, right? 7, 14. Are you take 7 to 4? No. Why? You can get cycle, so that's why don't take. Are you going to take 7 to 5? No. Why? Because you are again get cycle, so it is completed enough. Now this is a subgraph and this is a spanning tree, you called it. So this is a spanning tree for this graph and this is the minimum spanning tree. You are not generate different spanning trees because you just find it. You just find directly, you just find it with this algorithm, minimum cost spanning tree. Then you count the total cost. So 10 plus 25 plus 22 plus 12 plus 16 plus 14 and you observe it. How many vertices here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And how many vertices here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So always subgraph vertices are same. Okay, vertices are same number will form. Now count it. 25 plus 10, 35, 35 plus 22, 7, 57, 57, 12, 6, again 16, 15, 85, 14, so 99. So total cost is 99. This is the minimum cost spanning tree. This is the minimum cost spanning tree. Minimum cost spanning tree by using Prim's algorithm. I am repeating how you going to find it. So just simple, by taking the graph first to find the minimum cost of edge. So here minimum cost edge is 1 to 6, that is 10. And again for this edge of adjacent, which is minimum cost. So this is clearly. So again 6 to 5 you can get. And for this adjacents, what are the adjacents for 5? 5 to 6 one edge, 5 to 7, 5 to 4. In this, which is minimum cost? 22. And again which is minimum cost? 12. And again which is minimum? Only one it is there, 16. And next which is minimum? So 14, 7. That's only. If you join any other you can get cycle, so don't join. For this it is, and this is the minimum cost and this is subgraph of a graph. Understand? So this is Prim's algorithm and Kruskal's algorithm. Now by the Kruskal's algorithm, I am going to by the Kruskal's algorithm. By the Kruskal's algorithm, how you get minimum cost spanning tree? For this example only, I am taking the only example 1, 6, 2, 7, 5, 25, 10, 14, 28. Same example I am taking. Understand? With the same example, I am going to explain the minimum cost spanning tree by using the Crucial's algorithm. Okay. Now, here first step is take minimum cost of an edge. Minimum cost of an, as usual, 1, 6. That is 10. Okay. Next, again take minimum cost edge but not adjacent, which is again minimum cost edge 12, right? So take that one, 4, 3, 12, right? Next, which is again minimum in this graph, which is minimum 14. So 2, 7, that is 14. And next, which is minimum 2 to 3. 2 to 3, that is 16. And again, which is minimum 7 to 4. Are you going to take 7 to 4? No. Why? Because it will form cycle. That's why don't take that. And next minimum, which is 5 to 4. That is 22. And next minimum 5 to 7. Are you going to take that one? No, because it will form cycle. So next minimum 5 to 6, 25. That's it. That's it. Okay, you will get one spanning tree, and which is subgraph of a main graph and adjacent. You just count the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is a spanning tree. Okay, so number of vertices. Now, so cost of this spanning tree, count it. Same, I think same. 10, 25. So 10, 25, 5, 3, and again 22, 7, 5, and next 12, 65, and next 16, 15, 85, next 14, 9, 9 is 99. Same. So by using Prim's algorithm, you can get the minimum cost of a spanning tree, and also by using the Crucial's algorithm also you can get the same, no difference. But effective is Crucial's algorithm, right? Whereas in computer, the formation of time cost, when you consider the complexity of space complexity, time complexity, the effective one is Crucial's algorithm. So that so many for that mathematical calculations is there. Alright, so I'm again telling that the only rule is you just taking minimum cost of an edge, but you don't generate a cycle. You are not cycles are not formed in a spanning tree, right? 1 to 6 is as minimum, and again 3 to 4, and next 2 to 7, and next one is 2 to 3 is a minimum, and like that compare and adjacent. The only you don't do, which is, so if you going to generate a cycle, that is wrong. Okay, so in spanning trees no cycles will form. So this is a spanning tree. How to find a minimum cost spanning tree by Crucial's algorithm and also Prim's algorithm. I hope you understand. Thank you.